Fake friends could be causing more harm than you realize. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, can equip you with the skills to identify the faux people in your life. This video is going to use the wisdom of the Stoics to help you unmask counterfeit friendships. Be prepared to get a fresh perspective and practical tips to filter out any phony friends in your life. Number 1. Minimal interest in your personal growth. One of the most telling signs of a fake friend is minimal interest in your personal growth. This can manifest in various ways and is not always immediately evident. Personal growth encompasses a broad spectrum of your life, encompassing your career, skills, relationships, and general self-improvement. A genuine friend will be enthusiastic and supportive about your growth in these domains, while a fake friend will show minimal interest, or at times, indifference. A passionate interest in your personal growth is a characteristic of a real friend. Genuine friends have an innate curiosity about your path and feel genuinely happy for your accomplishments. They challenge you when need be and understand the vitality of growing as an individual. Fake friends, on the contrary, will not make an effort to know about your plans, aspirations, or successes. Your growth might even be a source of discomfort for them, as it can trigger their insecurities or envy. Fake friends may be less inclined to discuss topics relevant to your growth and endeavor. They might dodge conversations about your career path, skill development, or personal accomplishments, or even subtly belittle them. This lack of interest can go as far as neglecting or disregarding your passions or hobbies, which are crucial elements of your individuality and growth. In contrast, real friends will take every opportunity to inspire and motivate you, sharing valuable experiences and knowledge that can further foster your growth. They'll celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and support you through your setbacks, believing in your potential at every step of your journey. They'll be eager to listen to you, understand your challenges, and offer you their wisdom and counsel even without asking. Their approach towards your growth will be active rather than passive, characterized by involvement, encouragement, positive reinforcement, and genuine interest. Fake friends may also demonstrate a lack of emotional investment in your growth. While they might be physically present, their emotional absence can reveal their lack of genuine friendship. They might seem bored or distracted when you express your aspirations or achievements, quickly shifting the conversation towards themselves or trivial matters. In extreme cases, fake friends might even hamper your personal growth. They might subtly discourage you, instill doubt, or undermine your potential. They might feed your fears rather than fuel your courage and deter your attempts at self-improvement. It's essential to remember that real friendship nurtures and enhances your personal growth, providing emotional support, enthusiasm, guidance, and inspiration. If you find that a friend expresses minimal interest in your personal growth, it might be high time to reassess your friendship. Genuine friends, the ones worth keeping, will always want to see you evolve, enhance, and succeed. They'll never shy away from expressing their interest and involvement in your personal growth journey. They'll celebrate your progress just as they'd want their own to be celebrated. So pay attention to those who merely spectate rather than participate in your personal growth journey. They might not be as real as you imagine. Number 2. Neglects to reciprocate support or empathy. Neglecting to reciprocate support or empathy is a significant red flag when identifying the authenticity of a friendship. True friends hold each other up through the good and tough times alike, showing genuine interest and concern towards each other's lives. If one party consistently fails to provide the same level of emotional support or understanding that they receive, it could indicate a fake or one-sided friendship. On the surface, this person might appear to be a good friend. They may enjoy your company, participate in shared interests, and even make you feel good when you are together. However, when it comes to supporting you through challenging times, they might be missing in action. This could manifest as disinterest in your emotional state or a reluctance to help when you need it. In the worst cases, they may turn a blind eye or even dismiss your concerns entirely. It's also crucial to understand that empathy is more than merely hearing about someone's problems. It's about attempting to understand their pain and comfort them. It's about putting oneself in their shoes and sharing their emotions. Empathy is an essential component in all genuine human relationships, and friendship is no exception. Fake friends might fail to reciprocate empathy because of their inability to understand or feel the emotions of others. Some people are naturally more empathetic than others. However, in the context of a close friendship, both parties should display a reasonable level of empathy towards each other. If one consistently fails to do so, they may not regard the friendship as critically as the other does. Friendships are about give and take. Like balances that should be relatively equal to function correctly, each party should contribute its share of understanding and support. Friendship isn't a transaction where you're expecting as much as you give, but there should be a balance over time, not necessarily equally distributed at all times, but close to even in the grand scheme of things. If a person consistently takes more than they give, emotionally or otherwise, it might be a sign of a fake friendship. If they are always the one needing support, but neglect to return the favor when you're the one in need, they may be using the friendship for their gain. To determine whether a friend is genuine or false, it's helpful to assess your shared interactions honestly. Keep an eye on recurring patterns of imbalance. It's always more comfortable and less hurtful to conclude that our friends are good, authentic people. But it's also essential to ensure that we're not compromising our emotional well-being for the sake of maintaining friendships that don't live up to that title. Every friendship will have its ups and downs, but consistently neglecting to reciprocate support or empathy is a clear indication of a friendship that might not be as real as it appears. Number 3, consistently breaks promises or commitments. Having someone who consistently breaks their promises or fails to honor their commitments is a definite sign that you're dealing with a fake friend. Consistency is a key principle in any relationship, and friendship is no exception. When a person consistently fails to deliver on their commitments, it speaks volumes about their character and their respect for you as a person. Trust is built on the foundation of fulfilled promises and honored commitments. When this doesn't happen, it cracks that foundation and makes it hard to perceive the relationship as genuine. Let's say, for example, your friend has promised to help you move to a new apartment this weekend. You waited, organized everything, and even rejected other offers because you relied on your friend's word. However, when the time comes, they don't show up or make a measly excuse for their absence, and not for some real or emergency scenarios, but simply because they had a better offer somewhere else or they couldn't be bothered to get out of bed. This letdown is a clear sign of a person who doesn't regard you or the friendship as important enough to keep their promises. This habit of breaking promises or not keeping commitments raises a red flag for several reasons. Firstly, it shows a lack of responsibility and respect. If someone can't stick to their words or fulfill their commitments towards you, they're undermining not just your trust, but also their own credibility. You start to question their dependability and their sincerity in any future engagements. Secondly, failure to keep promises indicates a lack of consideration for your feelings. When you make plans based on someone else's commitment, a sudden no-show or cancellation can cause disappointment, and in some cases, inconvenience or emotional distress. A real friend would respect your feelings and wouldn't blow you off or let you down without a very good reason. Thirdly, it shows a lack of interest or lack of investment in the friendship. Keeping a promise or commitment may not always be convenient or easy, but one would still try to keep it, especially in a genuine friendship. A mutual sense of duty, respect, and caring is what fuels a true friendship. It is important to understand that everyone, at some point, may fail to keep a promise due to unforeseen circumstances. We are human after all. But when breaking promises or commitments becomes the norm rather than the exception, it's a sign that you're dealing with a fake friend. It echoes a sad reality of neglect and little regard for your feelings and needs, and recognition of such behavior is a powerful tool that can help you filter out faux friends. Number 4, draws satisfaction from your adversities. In life, sometimes one may deal with a friend who draws satisfaction from adversities you face. Unpleasant as it may sound, such individuals exist. They are those who revel when you encounter difficulties. This is a worrisome trait of a friend. It could significantly impact your mental health and personal growth. Therefore, it is critical to know the signs and navigate wisely in such friendships. To begin with, understanding why someone might find joy in your sufferings is important. Often these individuals experience their own insecurities and problems, and instead of addressing them, they find fleeting relief in others' misfortunes. This allows them a temporary escape from confronting their own hurdles and shortcomings. Unfortunately, this can lead to a damaging pattern of behavior both for them and the people around them. This behavior can manifest in different forms. Friends who relish your adversities might show excessive curiosity about your difficulties, asking detailed questions and wanting to know every aspect of what is going wrong for you. They may seem overly excited when discussing your problems. They might put on a veneer of concern or sympathy, but underneath, there seems to be a spark of enthusiasm or satisfaction. A worse form of this behavior is if this friend often brings up or highlights your struggles, especially in public or in front of other friends. This isn't to raise awareness or drum up support for you, but to indirectly broadcast your miseries, making themselves feel better, superior, or cozier in contrast. The hidden glee at your adversities could also come in subtler forms. For instance, a friend might frequently share stories, memes, or anecdotes that highlight people's failures or miseries and indirectly parallels your situation, as if to constantly remind you of your hardships. It's important to note that we all can occasionally indulge in a bit of schadenfreude, or delight in others' misfortunes. However, when it becomes a repetitive pattern in a friendship, it is problematic. Genuine friends empathize with your struggles, offering comfort or solutions, rather than deriving satisfaction from them. How to respond? Firstly, open communication is key. Express how you feel about their attitude towards your hardships. It's possible they might not be aware of their behavior, or perhaps they're going through something themselves. If the behavior persists, it might be time to reconsider the relationship. It's essential to surround yourself with positive influences that encourage and support your growth and well-being. To summarize, having a friend who draws satisfaction from your adversities can be harmful to your personal and emotional health. It is essential to identify such behavior as early as possible and take appropriate action to protect your peace and mental state. Number 5. Only shows up during your prosperous times. One visible red flag to discern fake friends is to observe who shows up only during your prosperous times. To clarify, these are the individuals who mysteriously appear when you are doing well. They gravitate towards you when you are experiencing success, have extra money to spend, or have something beneficial to offer. Ironically, they are noticeably absent during stormy periods in your life when you could really use a shoulder to lean on. It's essential to evaluate the consistency of support from your friends, which is a determinant factor in distinguishing genuine from fake friends. Firstly, let's understand how a friend who only shows up in prosperous times behaves. They are frequently all smiles when you're happy, doing well, or initiating the hangouts. This is the time when they seem to be the closest. They are the life of the party when things are going well. You might find them around you all the time, discussing about the good times and how they have your back. But when times get tough, when you are going through personal struggles or suffering from a failure, they are nowhere to be found. You might find them offering vague excuses for their absence, or they might ignore you outright during such times. What's disheartening about this situation is that they not only disappear, but also might lack empathy for your difficulties. However, the minute you're back on your feet, or you have again become the center of attention, they resurface, seemingly out of nowhere, behaving as though they've been there the whole time. This particular behavior can be extremely detrimental for your mental health. It demonstrates a clear lack of emotional investment, genuine concern, and most importantly, loyalty. Moreover, it can lead to a feeling of being used and can cause significant emotional stress over time. You might start questioning your worth, believing that you are only valued when you have something to offer. Recognizing such a behavior assists you in making an informed decision about who to keep within your emotional circle. To do this, it's crucial to remember that genuine friends stick by you through the good and the bad. They are there to provide comfort when you're dealing with difficulties, and they are also there to celebrate when good times roll. A friend who only shows up during your prosperous times should serve as an indicator that they do not truly value you for who you are, but rather for the advantages you bring to them. Whether you've faced issues of fake friends recently or not, It's essential to be aware of these signs and make a conscious effort to surround yourself with a supportive, empathetic, reliable, and consistent friend circle. Being aware of such behaviors from people in your life supports your overall personal growth and contributes to maintaining healthier relationships. In life, it's valuable to surround yourself with genuine people who want the best for you and support your growth. Remember the signs we walked through today. They can help you differentiate between your real and fake friends. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.